Thank you for welcoming me onto your headphones. I'm Eddie, and this is the rollback. Today, folks, I'll be covering a movie that I waited actual years to watch. I was really looking forward to it, and fuck, what a missed opportunity. I'm talking about the movie The Gamechangers. Now, look, to start, Daniel Radcliffe in this movie was fine. The problem is they didn't really give him much to work with. This docudrama is just insanely boring considering the material that they had to work with. So Game Changers covers a particularly volatile moment in gaming history. It covers the time between GTA 3 and Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, both of which are landmark games. Grand Theft Auto San Andreas in particular is considered a legitimate masterpiece in the annals of video game history. Anyway, so it kind of covers that. The CEO of Rockstar, Dan Houser, the development of San Andreas, the controversy involving it, which is the hot coffee controversy, which if you don't know what that is, I'll cover in just a moment. Also, that coupled with a shooting that took place in Alabama that they blamed GTA for, it's a murder simulator. The efforts to shut down Rockstar led by Jack Thompson, and overall just this really tipping point in video game history as far as what happens, the fallout, what can go wrong. And if that synopsis sounds uneven, fucking just imagine what the movie's like, folks. Now look, this movie has three major sins. First one is that it barely scratches the surface of what happened at Rockstar, the development of GTA. It doesn't go deep enough, and anyone that's considers themselves a video game buff, they know the story behind it, the controversy, the stress, what happened at Rockstar. And this movie barely scratches the surface of it. Now, to be fair, they didn't really have Rockstar's blessing, but still, it just scratches the surface of it. Number two, it covers Jack Thompson way too damn much. This noted video game anti-fun asshole. Which I don't understand why. I get it. It's a docudrama. They want to try and be fair, but also, like, no one wanted to see Jack Thompson's life. Like, they wanted to see what was going on with GTA and what was happening behind the scenes. Third, it's so boring. Like, how do you make a movie or a docudrama about Rockstar games and it's so fucking boring? Look, if there's any video game studio with a bigger reputation than Rockstar, I've never heard of them. If there's any video game franchise more controversial than GTA, I've never heard of them. I've never seen it. Both of which are names synonymous with the video game industry. That coupled with the hot coffee scandal, which, if you don't know what that is, basically San Andreas was initially supposed to have a sex scene involved where the player could be interactive. Dan Houser was really into it. He really wanted it to happen. But that would have carried an A rating, and that would have basically, if your video game has an A rating, you're dead. Like, most retailers will not ship you. GameStop, Walmart, none of them will work. So they had to take it out. They left the code in. Modders found the code, made it a reality, and then there was this huge controversy to a point where there were congressional hearings on just how they should regulate the video game industry. That's how big this scandal was. And somehow they made this fucking movie boring. Now, look, again, to be fair, they didn't have Rockstar's full backing on the project. Rockstar actually sued to try and get this movie stopped, but it still got released, unfortunately. Now, for me, this movie suffers a lot because it does cover the life of Jack Thompson. They try to do a bit of a 50-50 thing, which, look, I understand the desire to give people a fair shake, but I mean, docudramas are known to take liberties. Like, look at Bohemian Rhapsody. It's not completely in order. Not everything that happens in that film happened in that order, but they do so for the sake of entertainment. In that same way, like, just straight up make Jack Thompson the bad guy we all want him to be. We all know that he is the anti-fun, anti-video game asshole. Like, just go there. Why not? If it serves the purpose of the story, what's the difference? That's my take on it. Now, how could they fix this movie? Again, simple. Just make Jack the bad guy. Focus on Dan Houser. Make him someone that we can root for. Dan isn't exactly a good guy in this film. He's a creator that wants to see his vision through to the end, and we can understand that. We can sympathize with that. He's basically Howard Hughes in a nutshell. Give us the peek, give us that peek behind the curtain that we all really want. Show Dan being stressed, show Dan being an underdog, being a visionary, leading this team. They don't do that enough. Again, Daniel Radcliffe, great actor. They don't give him enough to work with, though. That's the biggest problem with this movie. And one thing I really would have liked to have seen is Jack and Dan actually see each other. Now, maybe in real life that never happens, but fuck, I think everyone would have wanted to have seen that. Have them have a face-to-face, even if it's just one time, deconstruct each other. Say, you're just some young punk who's eating off the minds of the young youthful. You're corrupting them. To which Dan can respond, it's rated M for mature, right? Like, I'm not the one putting in their kids' hands. If their parents are supposed to parent, that's not my job to parent every child in America. If parents are failing to take responsibility for their children, that's not on me. I'm a creator. I'm an artist. This is not meant for children. It's M for mature. And if parents don't see that, I'm not the one that's failing. Have them have that interaction. Have them have that bulldog fight that we all wanted to see. And this movie would be so much better. Now, look, would I recommend this movie to people? No. God, no. Because gamers will find this movie boring. The old people that might enjoy this kind of old school docudrama probably hate video games in the first place. So no, I wouldn't recommend this movie to anybody. So this film suffers from the two worst possible things that a movie can be: wasted potential and being boring. It's an F. Don't watch it. I'm not going to. I'm not going to watch it again. I watched it so you don't have to. So that's going to cut it for this review, folks. If you're watching, well, you have to be watching this on YouTube. Please like and subscribe. We'd greatly appreciate it. We are trying to grow this channel consistently. Also, we do have a podcast. If you can, please, you can check it out. The link's right down below. Yeah, I've been Eddie, and this was the Rollback. See you, everybody.